Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is the last Final Fantasy deck build that I'll be doing for a while. I do plan on after like testing all the decks and everything, doing the learning how to play videos. I'm probably going to break down every one of these decks unless one of them happens to, do really well. Because I am planning on doing like a total restructure afterwards that like for fire I'll just have like a fire deck and one for each. But this is kind of a deck built out of what was left over, out of like trying to break them down by series and building a deck from each series that I at least had enough cards in. So I kind of planned on just going one color, but I ended up going two. And I wanted to try to stick to fire because a lot of this is like with magic, these are like burn cards where this does 5,000 damage to a forward, and a lot of these do that, and these are the summons that I ended up with. See, like even though this is different color, it still does damage that way, and that's kind of what this deck was built around. But I went ahead and finished building this just because, like there was a bunch of cards left over and I didn't really want to film going through all of them. So these do have a couple monster counted in has alongside of summons. And this deck does have that ratio of 25, 16, and 9. But the backup, even the backups in this deal damage. Okay, all the rest are forwards. And like even, some of these are a bit weaker, but this was built like from kind of bottom of the barrel of stuff that didn't get used from the other ones. And this, like I have two rares in this. I didn't quite have enough to do a full Type O deck or a Final Fantasy 9. And that's kind of why the deck is structured on the two colors, because those were the only two rares that weren't used. Kind of looks like Sawyer from Lost. And that's it for the forwards. That is our last Final Fantasy deck build for a while. Like any of this first round wouldn't really take it too seriously, just kind of throwing stuff together just to have decks. And it was this time around like more about nostalgia, trying to keep, like if I'm playing a 10 deck, I just want to see like 10 faces from like the game, or like same with 8. But going forward, specifically for Final Fantasy, I won't have any openings for that until next year. They have a dual deck set coming out in February and then another one in March. So I'll have openings for those. But until then, I won't have any more openings for Final Fantasy. So I do want to here soon kind of like move into the learn how to play. And then after I've, like tested every deck that way, then I will, like I said, restructure all of them, and I'll probably just do like a total restructure and then just do like an ASMR of like final result. Because I mean, that'll cut our deck count in half, because there's currently 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 Final Fantasy decks made up. And then I'll probably cut it down to like 6 or 7. Okay, well, that is it for this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.